Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to F1 22, my team career mode for the Italian Grand Prix and our second shot at winning the Constructors Championship early. If we win this race, we'll have the shot to win the Drivers' Championship as long as we are 112 points ahead of George Russell or higher. Now, we have a special livery, not just because it's Italy, but for the rest of the season. This is something I was hoping would happen for the end of the season, personally, because I don't have an Audi car. Like, I can't go on and mod an Audi car in because I play on Xbox. Well, my prayers were answered, and EA and Codemasters worked something out with Audi Sport, and they have brought the Audi Sport F1 car into this game for us to use, and it's not even limited time. You can actually get it in the Podium Pass. So I got it. We're using it. I was planning on doing a Italian Grand Prix special livery, but I canceled that because I was just too excited. Without further ado, let's head to qualifying. It's race time here at Monza for the first time with the new Audi Sport car. First time really getting a look on the inside. Cockpit doesn't really seem that interesting. But what's interesting is the outside. It's 5 red lights and it's lights out and away we go. It's a good launch from ourselves and Lando. Lando peels in behind us. We're going to keep George behind us. Lando trying to attack us into the first corner. We stay ahead. And now George is falling back. He's been overtaken by Daniel Ricciardo. Here comes Lando with a good amount of speed, good slipstream helping him from myself. George Russell down into P4. What Red Bull needs for its Constructor Championships Lives of Hope is for Lando or myself to DNF, George to finish as high as he possibly can, and for Nicholas Latifi to actually score some decent points. He hasn't even scored any points yet this season, which kinda might be making Red Bull rethink their decision on firing Liam Lawson. Because despite Liam not having taken victory in any races, despite George having won 3, there's now George Russell trying to get past back around Daniel Ricciardo as we take a dip into the gravel patch. Ricciardo stays firm and stays ahead. While I am thinking about the Drivers' Championship, we can't win it here. We would need George Russell to DNF. So I'm just going to let Lando through. He is seemingly the faster driver in much of this, many parts of the circuit, here included. Lando just really good here in Monza. Hardly need any downforce at this circuit. I was thinking of doing something. Oh, around Parabolica. Is that a clear move? Here comes Lando again. Doesn't matter if it's a clear move because Lando just re-overtook us. Lando showing he is clearly the faster driver here in Monza, but going to go ahead and dive underneath Lando, take the lead, and oh no! Oh dear, that is not going to be in the Tifosi's favor. Charles Leclerc is out. The Ferrari man is out of the Grand Prix. We have DRS on our teammate. Closing the gap, going to make a dive down the inside. Sometimes you just gotta lick the stamp and send it. Daniel Ricciardo, 2018, right here at Monza. Poor Leclerc. Ferrari fans. Ferrari just can't sort out their reliability issues. Not even in the game. Can't overtake Lando. You know this. Unless I go off circuit. Which I almost did. George Russell back in front of... Whoa! Lando scared me there. Uh-oh. Just tagged Lando oh so little, but it's cost a lot because now we are in jaw range of, well, you guessed it, George Russell. Lando is definitely the quicker car. Quicker driver here. I'm surprised he never beat me here in Monza. Because equal machinery, he is bloody quick. Alright, I'll just take the racing line then. You can compromise your own line. Oh, man. Carrying too much speed through the corner. Lando, I'm going... Don't make me do this to you, Lando. Please do not. Lando! Lando! Lando. Whoa! Lando almost lost it there. I'm trying to make sure that we both finish 1-2, Lando. Think of the constructors, not your own title glory. You're not even in contention anymore for the championship. Your main title rival is already out. You're fighting for P3. I mean, technically, he probably will be fighting for P2 eventually and shatter Red Bull's hopes of having at least a P2 in the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships. Okay. Oh no. Lando! How could you let George overtake you in an inferior Red Bull? I honestly feel like this is how Lewis felt whenever Valtteri got overtaken last year in 2021. All the while he's having a title fight with a Red Bull driver. Don't worry. Eventually Lando will get him. I'm sure. What this does, though, is it helps me pull further ahead and clear of my teammate and Russell. If Russell doesn't pit, then Lando's going to get him with DRS, I can assure you. Alright, come into the pits. Russell does pit, so now Lando is trying to do the overcut. What we're doing is just doing our race. What Lando can do now is push to try and get good lap time in. So when he does pit, George is behind Lando. And for the Constructors' Championship, I do hope that works. Because like I said, we do have a shot at the Constructors' Championship today. But we would kind of need to finish in a 1-2 situation. That's the situation right now. We get a 1-2, we win the Constructors. That's all you need to know. Even if George were to finish in P3. Now if Latifi finishes P4, that's a little different story. Because then Red Bull will be scoring the second most amount of points. We're going to come back through to take the lead from Lando. I do believe he will be ahead of George Russell. He will. So 1-2 for Audi. It's a little closer than I would have hoped for, but hey. Lando's ahead of George, and Latifi's wherever Latifi is. He's ahead of a Ferrari. I'm wondering, is he finally looking at his first points? He is. However, both Latifi and Felipe Drugovich are on hard compound tire. So we will see how that works out. They are far ways ahead of the two Alpines in P10 and 11. So Latifi could be looking at his first points with Red Bull. and his first points in this championship. The first points in this career mode, because even when he was in Williams, well, no surprise there, Williams never took points, except for Alex Albon. To be honest, I think Latifi would not care if it's just P9. Red Bull definitely will, because it's Red Bull, and they're in a shot for P2 in the Constructor. I still don't know why Red Bull chose Nicholas Latifi over Liam Lawson, even though Lawson was finishing good, considering for what he has as a car. Four laps to go. The gap to Lando, 11 seconds. He is in the jaws of George Russell. Speaking of which, Russell has now just overtaken Lando. However, now what Lando can do is, if Lando can hold back until the front straight, Lando should be able to get George with DRS and then be able to pull ahead. But it's Lando, and Lando is searching for glory, self-glory, so you never know. Still looking for a season where it's just my team that wins a race. You've never had that, ever. So Lando was unable to overtake George that time. Come on, Lando. Think of it, your main rival for P3 in the championship is out. But you need to get a P3... P2 to get close to him. I mean, you're not catching me, so... Two laps to go. And is it 2 laps to go before we are crowned 4-time Constructors champions? And twice with Audi. The only other team to win the Constructors Championship. Red Bull in Season 1. Seemed like Red Bull was going to be a tough fight, but no, once we kind of took off, we really did take off. Sure, there was that point where Red Bull had double race wins, and then they beat us in France, sort of, with Russell coming P2, myself and Lando P3 and P4 respectively, as it was a rainy race, and you guys already know that our car does not go well in the rain. Trying to win our 50th career race win here at Monza to win the Constructors Championship for the 4th time. Is that right? Season 2, Season 3, Season 4. Yep. This will be 4th Constructors Championship glory. Every world champion has been from our team this career mode. The only other driver to win the Drivers' Championship, Dan Ticktum in Season 2. He took victory in Abu Dhabi, and we were canceled out the championship by retiring Carlos Sainz. Yeah. I'm sorry. Around the famous Parabolica for the final time. Denied in Season 1 by Red Bull. Have we denied them in Season 5? Dan Ticktum is your driver of the day here in Monza. Teammates celebrating with each other.
Championship lead. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Daniel Ticktum gets my vote today.
The Constructors' Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment, but regardless, let's look at the standings. With that result, the sport's newest team can no longer be touched at the top of the table. What an incredible journey this has been for a team many had written off a short time ago. They are the Formula One World Champions.
Yeah, we are.
There's also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
that concludes the Constructors' Championship. Audi are Constructors' Championship champions for the second time. We are Constructors' champions for the fourth time running. Now, it's all about that Drivers' Championship. We can get 200... Sorry, nope, not that. 138 points ahead of George Russell at the end of the Singapore Grand Prix. We would have done it in Singapore. If not, we will go to Japan. That one was good. The battle for P3 continues. Charles Leclerc loses out with his DNF. He was ahead of both. Nope. He was only ahead of Lance Stroll. But because of his DNF, he moves down to P6. 15 points behind. George Russell and the gap between myself and Russell currently at 119. Lando Norris only 25 points behind Sergio Perez. It's going to be close between these two, but it is getting closer and closer, and I do believe that eventually Lando will overtake Sergio. More news. For the first time this season and in this career mode, Nicholas Latifi finally breaks his physical barrier and he gets up into the points and he takes 8 points home with him here at Monza, putting himself P15 in the Drivers' Championship. Man, that one was insane. Well, that does it for Monza. We are Constructors champions for the fourth time running. Zeke, do you have anything to say for the F1 My Team fans? Say it now.
I have to say something. You deserved it.
Say that again?
You deserved it.
I know.
You know what else they should do?
What should they do, Zeke?
I feel like they should hit a bell.
Hit a bell, you say, but isn't there another button you have to press first? And maybe even two?
Maybe a thumbs up button.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Or maybe something that...
starts with sub.
To a better color.
What button begins with sub on YouTube?
I don't know, man.
I know. Subway. Subway.
Subway?
Yeah, Subway.
Oh, man, Subway's good.
Yeah, I love them meatball subs.
You know, right? They're so good.
So good. Especially when you put Italian white bread.
Yes. And
The
make
best.
It longer.
Yes. Actually, no, that's not it. That's not the button I'm thinking of.
That is a delicious bun, though.
Yes, it is. I know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, if you like this channel, like the content I provide, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And then you hit that bell to get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you want me to continuously call Zeke and then end the call right before I end the outro, you guys like this video. Comment down below. Zeke?
Don't do it.
They like the video, Zeke. I have to do it. I'm sorry.
No!
I'm sorry, Zeke.
Why, guys? Why?
I'm sorry.
Don't do it.
I must do it. It's what the viewers want. They liked the video, Zeke. I'm sorry.
They should go to my channel.
No. I'm joking. Head to Zeke's channel. He is really fun. My best friend in the world. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.